Life's a game, the world's a stage, and we are merely role-players, where theatrical people play role-playing games. I'm Matt Boothman, and I'm your compere for this studio season. Here on Merely Role-Players, we improvise stories to entertain you, and of course to entertain ourselves. And we use role-playing games to keep the story going places even we can't see coming, because as theatrical people, we're all about maximising the drama. Our studio is where we experiment with different formats, different role-playing games, and different genres of story. And this season in the studio, we're bringing you a selection of games from the Ultimate Micro RPG book, edited by James D'Amato. Because micro RPGs are naturally pretty short and self-contained, every episode this season stands alone and tells a whole story, start to finish. In fact, this episode tells 2 whole stories. So if you know anyone you think would enjoy what we do here, you could try pointing them to one of these episodes as a starting point. I think they're a nice little taster of how we do things. In the meantime, please take your seats in the studio. Tonight's production is about to begin.
Hello, I'm Strat, and this episode we are playing 2 games, both about dogs. The first game we will be playing is Hero Dog Saves Town by Alex Roberts. In this game, everybody around the table with me are writers in a writing room for a TV show about a dog. Now we'll get into a little bit more about what they've got to do, but before that, let's introduce our players.
Hello, I'm Ellie. I'm a writer today.
Hello, I'm Josh. I'm also a writer and I love dogs.
Hi, I'm Nat. I'm also a writer and I'm more of a cat person.
Hello, I'm Matt. I'm also a writer in this game, and I live in a 3rd floor flat, so I can't have pets at all.
Hey!
And I will be playing the dog, Taddles. I am the only one with a name. So, the interesting thing about this TV show is that not only do Taddles the dog star in the TV show, I am also the director, producer, and lead writer of the TV show. And we've all come here today so you can pitch me ideas for the next episode we're going to write. There are a few questions that you are going to have to answer. And I need to indicate a positive or negative reaction to that in all of the ways that a dog would. So, other than this bit of talking, you're probably just going to hear me yapping for the next 20 minutes while everybody else makes this work. There are some ground rules about the dog. So, the dog is not magical. The dog cannot use human speech. The dog does not have opposable thumbs. The dog is a dog.
And this is true in the writer's room and in the show we're writing, right?
Yes, these are universal truths.
The dog is a dog, folks.
Yes.
It's a dog.
We'll remember that.
In the episode, in the game we're playing, in the writer's room, and in the real world, all of these are true. So we've got 7 questions that we'll come to as we play, and it's up to you to collaborate and convince Taddles that this is a TV episode worth his heroic stardom. Over to you, writer's room. I can now only bark.
Well, we've been given a list of questions.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go through the questions.
I'll read it out, Daddles, don't worry. Where is the dog in this episode, is the first question.
We don't have to tackle these in order, though.
Oh, do we not?
If anyone's got a great pitch for the final shot of the episode, we could start with that even.
Interesting.
What if the final shot is Taddles on the top of the Eiffel Tower?
I don't think Taddles.
No,
yeah,
I'm
you're-
not approving of that.
Yeah, Taddles, you're right. The travel budget.
Yeah. Well, what about if I agree with my fellow writer here that it should be a big set piece. How about if they go on holiday, but it's on a cruise ship? Okay, it doesn't like water.
Taddles hates baths.
Oh, the BATHs.
So a big set piece, but not abroad. So within our budget constraints, but a big set piece, not with any famous landmarks or near water. Okay.
Affirmative bark.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just Taddles on. No, that's near the water. Sorry. No. Don't be silly, Nat.
Taddles?
Idiot.
Taddles goes to the zoo. Meets lots of other animals. The zoo.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's not the final shot, right? That's the.
That's just
Yeah.
where. Yeah, that's the setting.
Good to establish that.
Yeah.
So maybe the final shot is like on a hill as part of the zoo, overlooking the elephant enclosure as the sun sets.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
That sounded like yes in dog language. That works.
Okay.
What,
So in the zoo.
what about if that final shot includes the best friend that the dog makes on the way?
Yes.
The penguin
The
best
penguin.
friend.
Penguin best
Screw you,
friend.
Matt, I was going to say that. What is the problem that they are facing?
I mean, the classic would be some baddie's going to shut the zoo down, right? Don't know if that's a bit old hat though. Yeah.
Taddles likes originality.
Yeah.
As soon as you say classic, that's not a Taddles
Let's
joint.
just use that as a jumping off point then.
What about if the penguin is about to be made very sad because its mate is about to be relocated to another zoo? No, okay. He doesn't care about
Too
love.
sad for Taddles.
Could we go with a happier angle along similar lines? So something around this penguin with its penguin partner has adopted an abandoned penguin baby.
Yeah.
And it's a cheeky, mischievous baby that went missing. That's part of the
Escapes the enclosure and Taddles has to help find it.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's a reuniting.
That does
Storyline.
Taddles makes Taddles the hero.
And
Does.
what if the two male penguins as well doing an adoption? So we've got like some like positive father figures there.
Yeah.
What do you think about that,
Not glad
Taddles?
Taddles did that.
You're in favour of that, right, Taddles?
Yeah, Taddles likes a same-sex partnership, right? Oh,
Good.
He's shaking his head. I'm not sure why.
He's being sick.
Oh my god. Oh, he's weed on the floor again. Strat. Taddles. Okay.
Is it man or dog? Who knows?
So we've established we're in a zoo.
Yeah.
And that there is a penguin friend, or friends, two penguins. And the problem is that the chick has run away.
The chick gets away. So, but I think we need to raise the stakes here. What if the chick hasn't just run away? It's not just a case of finding the chick. Somebody, a human, has come to the zoo to try to kidnap the penguin baby.
A chick napping.
And then we've got a baddie.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've got to have some sort of foe for Taddles to valiantly overcome. Is a human... Now, I don't want to disparage you at all, Taddles. A human is totally within your remit to take down, right? Okay, fine. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I assume that it wouldn't be that Taddles would like attack the person. He would just bark to alert the police that would be able to assist, or break in and let the chick free. Rather than
Taddles does not have opposable thumbs.
don't need opposable thumbs. Could use your mouth to like sling open.
I mean, I think it'd be okay to do a bit of sort of fighty stuff, but without any biting.
Oh,
So
okay.
maybe like jumping up and knocking over the baddie, or
An athletic spring.
or grabbing a rope in your hand and running in your mouth,
Yes.
and run around the feet so they fall over into a barrel of tar or something.
Yeah.
Something
How
silly like that.
How do we feel about as the penguin napper? I think we could get Bill Bailey.
I think we could get Bill Bailey. Do we not think that he's perhaps a bit too sort of light and fun and
Surely
breezy?
he would be the charming, bumbling zookeeper
who plays guitar?
that's supposed to look after the penguins, but has gone, has sort of like made friends with Taddles, but has to go home for the night. And Taddles is making sure things are all right.
maybe Taddles spotted the baddie scoping things out earlier in the day. Yeah,
I think we're looking at more of maybe like a Paddy Constantine or a... I mean, a Hugh Grant would be good. He's good at baddies, isn't he?
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum, yeah. He could maybe be another member of the zoo, or like someone's crazy dad.
If we get
Walking around the zoo.
he'd be the zoo owner.
if we
Yes.
We want
people if we
creatures,
get
animals.
if we get Goldblum, he's going to want to play an animal. He's going to want to be a majestic leopard or a Komodo dragon or a snake or something. You know Goldblum. You've worked with Goldblum. Taddles has worked with Goldblum.
Yeah, he does always want to be a snake.
Yeah.
Or a fly.
So, how does the dog outwit them?
Yeah.
So we've worked out. We think there's going to be like a nighttime shot, Taddles, of this guy, whoever it is, actor to be confirmed, breaking in, sneaking in after dark. Bill Bailey is oop-de-doop, bumbling along, playing his guitar and locking up for the night. And this shifty, devious man is hiding in the bushes. Maybe he's got a funny sidekick. They always need a funny, like stupid sidekick they can slap around the back of the head, right? That's always a thing they need. And he no, just one person or a clever sidekick. Okay, a very intelligent sidekick, and they break in at night.
Do we think we could get Professor Brian Cox?
Why would we want Professor Brian Cox?
Because he's smart. He can
not the
play.
actor.
He can play a smart sidekick.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he
Is
is
it
also charming, though, as well. The mums will like it.
Is it easier to get a physicist to act rather than get an actor to pretend to be clever?
Probably.
Yeah. Why don't we get the actor Brian Cox to play Professor Brian Cox? He hasn't got much on now. Succession's done.
And he'll be Paddy Considine's smart sidekick.
Yeah, he can play his dad.
Okay. Grandad.
Evil granddad, evil grandson, chick napping at the zoo. Makes perfect sense.
Did we work out why they want to steal the chick?
I assume they're just going to sell it on the black market.
Oh.
Scott.
No.
Do they have like a spoilt child that they want to appease, like in Willy Wonka?
Do they collect exotic pets?
They've got a special
Do they want it to teach them how to swim?
So Brian Cox playing Professor Brian Cox can't swim.
That's the title of the episode.
Taddles, I love these left field decisions that no other writer's room would be brave enough.
Does this mean we need to do a scene of watching them try and fail to swim and deciding by watching a documentary that the only way to do it is have a penguin teach
That's
them?
a great idea.
Because you know who can swim?
Taddles.
Taddles.
Okay.
So that could. What I'm
why
saying is
not
that's how
having
he
a penguin?
could. That's how he could and the penguin can swim,
Yes.
and that's how Taddles could outwit them because
So
they
we
can't
have-
swim and he can.
We have an establishing scene after the making friends with Bill Bailey. Part of that is we have Taddles and the baby penguin bonding and having a wholesome swimming moment together. And then Taddles gets out and there's the two villains in the bushes watching the penguin swim and being so impressed that they need to steal the penguin.
Yeah, there he is. There's the penguin over there. Yes, and his dog is there too. Oh.
No, it's actor Brian Cox playing Professor Brian Cox. So he's got to sound like this.
Remarkable. The penguins and the dog, friends together at once.
In
Like that?
space.
In space. Fabulous. Right. How does the dog outwit them? Because the penguin's been stolen, right?
Yeah. So where is Taddles at the zoo? Who is the friend? Penguin baby chick. What is the problem? The penguin baby ran away from his parents and is in danger and might get
No,
kidnapped.
it didn't
napping.
run away. It's just going to be chick napped.
Right. Okay.
We're foiling the plot.
Right. How does Taddles help and how does Taddles outwit the nappers?
So maybe Taddles is chasing after the getaway vehicle, using his amazing speed and sense of smell to track the van.
Do they even get to the point of exiting the zoo? I feel like maybe the foiling could happen on the zoo site. It would also save quite a lot of money for
Very cool.
shooting.
Very quick episode, though, isn't it? If we do it that way.
Well, there's lots of places in the zoo you can shoot.
Oh, okay.
Go through the monkey enclosure for a bit.
Yeah,
Yep. Go through the snake enclosure. That'll keep Goldblum happy.
Yep.
yeah. You have quite a prolonged chase, really.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I quite liked the rope bit that you talked about. I'm wondering whether don't really have barrels of tar in a zoo, but there are barrels of fish.
Okay. Yeah. By the penguin enclosure.
Yeah, so I
Or
don't know whether.
seals. If we want to get away from the penguin enclosure for the big final showdown, then the seals as well.
Yeah, they can do lots of tricks as well.
Yeah.
Seals.
Seals is good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, we could have you could be passing a ball around between Taddles and the seals bouncing on our noses. Yeah.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
And it bounces across, boing, 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 and then hits Paddy Considine in the head.
Yeah. They start using them as projectiles. Oh, my head.
Yeah, and whilst that's happening, Taddles can get out of the water, scoot round the back of them, get that rope round their legs, and maybe give them a little nudge, and they can stumble into the water. Now, I'm not suggesting we drown them,
No.
but they can't swim, so it would incapacitate them for a while.
Mate.
But then Taddles could save them.
Damn it, I was just about to say that.
Sorry, great minds.
So maybe the rope gets caught around some sort of like aquatic creature or one of the seals, and the seal inadvertently swims off, dragging the two people, Paddy Constantine and Professor Brian Cox, into the enclosure and into the water. Help, help! We can't swim! I'm sorry, we'll never do bad again. Water.
So many hydrogen molecules. Okay,
we'll cut that line.
Bill Bailey's back at this point and going, what am I going to do? They were robbing my zoo, but they don't deserve to drown. Who's going to save the day?
I can't do it. I'm far too hairy, and I will sink.
I'm busy playing this guitar.
Yeah, exactly.
And of course the baddies are in the water going, help, help, we can't swim, because we needed a penguin to teach us.
Yeah. And so Taddles, with heroic music behind him, squeezes in between the bars of the enclosure, leaps athletically, gracefully into the water, and swims towards our two baddies, rescuing them.
And then they atone for the chick napping ways.
I'm sorry, Taddles the Wonder Dog. We'll never do it again.
I think maybe the police have to turn up and cut them off.
Screw you, Taddles. We'll definitely do it again. This isn't the last you'll see of us.
Ooh, recurring villains.
Sequel.
Well, when you've got casts like that, you want to use them again, don't you?
That's true.
So they need to be... They can't stay there, though. They need to be chased away for now for them to return later, right? So there's some chase sequence involving Taddles and the seals? But no.
Different animals? Just Taddles.
Bill Bailey.
Jeff Goldblum Snake?
Do they just run away?
I feel like we've eliminated all of the options there.
What's that organisation that determines what animals you're allowed to have in a zoo?
PETA?
Something like you're in the ballpark. You're in the ballpark.
Okay.
Join me in the ballpark.
The World Federation,
Worldwide
the panda people.
Yes,
The
the
wrestling
WWF.
Yeah, the WWF.
Or you just given me a great idea. A panda.
There we go. Okay.
Played by, everybody say it together. 3, 2, 1. Danny DeVito. 3 pandas. Danny DeVito.
Olivia Colman.
Sheridan Smith.
And their little baby, played by
Ian McKellen. Okay, great. I mean, the budget's just shot up, but I think this could be fodder for the Christmas special,
For sure.
And so that closing shot then is, after the chase has happened, you then cut to Taddles
In
reuniting.
a little Santa outfit.
In a Santa, or
Yeah.
maybe the baby chick is in a Santa outfit.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, not a Santa
okay.
outfit. Okay.
Taddles is in an elf costume. A reindeer, little horns.
Angel?
Oh, yes, very good.
As Bill Bailey steps into shot with his guitar and starts playing Jingle Bells on his guitar. Because then we can release a single afterwards.
Okay,
Make more money.
and that's the reuniting baby
Yeah.
chick with same-sex parents.
Yeah.
That's very nice. Heartwarming stuff.
Dog's happy.
Great.
We've done it.
It's a wrap. Well, no, it's we've not wrapped anything. We've not filmed anything.
It's nearly a script.
It's a script
Wait,
wrap.
what's that? What's that,
Taddles?
Taddles? You're not satisfied with one of our work.
Oh.
What? Taddles? I'm fired, you say? But this is the only job I've ever had.
Taddles cares not.
That's business, baby.
Sounds like we need a hero cat to save the day instead.
Tiddles, help us.
It's a special called Tiddle Taddle.
And that, weirdly, is the end of this game.
Yeah.
Very good weird game.
I love a weird game.
Sorry, Matt, one of your suggestions for some reason was the one I objected to strongest. So.
Which one was it?
I think it was being dressed as Father Christmas.
Oh, he lost it right at the end.
Yeah. Okay, so continuing the dog theme.
The doggy double.
The doggy double. Seeing as I had such a lovely time playing a dog, it's now your turn to all play dogs. But luckily for our audience, you get to actually say words rather than just make noises, which is quite hard once you've done woof and sort of like panting. Hard to make affirmative or negative dog noises, I found. But anyway.
I'm just happy you didn't bite anybody.
Came close, yeah. Joshua.
Although if you could clean up the wee that you did before over there, that'd be great.
Moving on from my weak bladder, we will be playing Wild Rovers by Shana Germain. You play a group of dogs who have gotten lost out in the world. You must work together to overcome obstacles and find your way back home to your beloved owner. Played in this game by me.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah, I miss you all so much. Let's introduce our players and find out which of my beloved and lost doggies they are playing.
Hello, I'm Ellie, and I am playing Kevin, who is a chocolate Labrador.
Hello, my name is Josh. I am playing Enzo, a brindle-coloured greyhound.
Hello, I'm Nat. I will be playing Peppercorn, a sandy Pomeranian.
And I'm still Matt, and I'll be playing Wallaby, a grey lurcher.
Lovely. You're all very good dogs.
Thank you, owner.
Yeah, owner Lewis, I've decided I'm going to be called.
Not Strat.
No, I haven't got much to do with this game, but I'm going to be playing a character anyway. So, it's moving day. You and your beloved owner Lewis have lived in the same bungalow for as long as you can all remember. About 5 whole years.
A bungalow with 3 big dogs and 1 little dog.
This is very much part of the reason why Lewis thinks it's time to move.
Mm-hmm.
It's not far. The back garden isn't big enough. The carpets at this point are ruined. And it would be much nicer to be out in the countryside near some woodland to allow you all to frolic and run free as dogs meant to be. This 4 dogs in a city life is not right. Lewis knows that it's time to go. So Lewis doesn't own a car. He's a city boy. So he will be getting public transport to where he's going, and has hired a moving company to move furniture, and also a moving company to transport his 4 best friends, his beloved dogs.
Phew.
Yes. Yes, he's all his mates and the dogs he's moving with him. They have no choice.
Get in the van.
Yeah. So after some treats and some encouragement, all 4 of you have been popped into a very spacious and comfortable crate, popped in the back of a van. You see Lewis wave at you, smiling, telling him it's all going to be right, and we'll see each other in a couple of hours. And these doors slam. And it's dark and it's noisy, and you feel the rumble of an engine as it all pull away. And through a muffled voice through from the cab, you hear someone go, "Jane, this is the right address, right?" Yeah, definitely. Double checked. It's fine. He's just moving to the other side of that city out west. That's all. Easy job. We'll be there in 30 minutes. The van all trundles off, and about half an hour later, the doors open, and it's not Lewis who stood there. It's two other humans, and they're talking, and you recognise the voices from the van, and they're kind of looking around a bit confused. And one goes and kind of knocks on a door, and the person in there looks around, and it's like, oh no, it just looks all very confused. And they start going kind of through another couple of houses, and you get the distinct impression that they've taken you to the wrong place. Ooh. Now, fortunately for you, they're not very good at closing doors and crates, and you think, you know what, we're going to take this into our own hands. We can't just let these foolish humans take us back to Lewis. We're going to take this into our own paws, in fact.
These dogs don't have opposable thumbs either.
No, they don't know opposable thumbs. One of you rattles and uses your nose and your thumbs to open up a little catch, and the door slowly creaks open. And very quietly and sneakily you'll hop out and run across the road, ready to find your way home to Lewis.
Can't smell Lewis anywhere.
Where are we?
I don't like it.
Don't know any of the smells round here.
I'm hungry.
I can't see where we're supposed to be going. It's just... What's happened?
Lewis!
I'm sad. So sad. Sad. Sad.
Lewis has food.
Wallaby starts turning in circles.
Peppercorn is just barking. I'd like to add as well for the journey. As soon as the doors were closed, she was barking all the way. Like, it's dark. It's cold. I don't like it. I can't see. It's too small. Ah!
You've got to find a way home. And the first obstacle, as a slight smell that you recognise touches the air. Is that Lewis? No, but it smells like treats. That's probably the way you should go. But sadly, and very appropriately, the only route is through a biscuit factory.
Oh.
Stay strong. You don't need the food.
Hungry.
Don't need the food.
We can't find Lewis if we're hungry. We need food to think.
Hey, Kevin, that smells real good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't it smell like really, really nice?
I want to put it in my mouth.
I like biscuits. Biscuits. If the other two won't notice if we're really, really quick, will they?
Yum, 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 yum. Biscuits.
Bound.
Wait, no, come back.
It's okay to eat biscuits here because they're making more. If you eat them, they just make more, and then
You're so smart.
They won't run out.
We should probably hoard them as well, just in case we're lost forever and we need more.
I just eat them all.
Biscuits. Are there any biscuits around, or can I just smell what's coming from
Can
inside?
we get in the biscuits?
Just pour at the door.
The door opens.
Oh.
Poke my big old nose inside.
I smell them more in my nose now. Biscuits.
Yeah. Oh, I can see them. They're right there. And there's maybe an overspill of excess biscuits that are maybe broken biscuits.
Yes.
Like a big old trolley of them.
Yes. There are some humans wandering about. So far, they haven't noticed you. But you clearly have to get through this factory to continue your journey. And the temptation here means that you might just stay here forever.
I guess just giving one biscuit wouldn't hurt, would it?
I'm going to have more than one biscuit.
I might have more than one biscuit too.
No. We've got to do this cleverly, because if you just go in for the biscuits and the human spotters, they might kick us out the wrong way, but we need to go out the other side, right? So we should definitely have biscuits. I'm in agreement there. For sure. But what if maybe I'll distract them? I'll distract the humans, but you've got to make sure you get biscuits for me too, right? You do that, right?
Biscuits.
Right?
Yeah.
There might be biscuits stuck to my face after I eat all the biscuits, and you can eat those biscuits.
Wallaby, you're the clever one. You'll save some biscuits for me, right?
I'll see if I can get a packet.
Yes.
A bag of biscuits.
Okay. So you all get biscuits, and I will distract.
But you want us to wait, yeah? You want us to wait. You're going to go and distract. You want us to wait. You want us to wait. I'm sorry, Pepper. I can't help it. And I run towards the biscuits. Sorry, that's my. Do we say about tricks?
If this is part of how you're going to overcome this.
My worst trick is ignoring food. I'm really sorry. Full greyhound sprint, fastest dog that there is, and just dive straight into the biscuit barrel.
I think the reason why this is going to help you move through this is that obviously breaking cover, the humans know you're here now.
Yeah.
But only one of you has caught their attention and is obviously doing a very good job at keeping that attention. And because of that, several humans have been called out and more doors have been opening in the direction you wish to go. So you now have a direct route out, but your problem is, if you were to take it straight away, one of you is going to be left behind.
Okay, I have a solution for this. I think we're going to sneak around. While the humans are distracted by Enzo, we're going to sneak around towards the way out we want to go, getting as many biscuits as we can on the way. And as we get close to the door on the opposite side, I want to... I am deceptively charming. She's a little ball of rage, but she is deceptively charming. I want to sit near the door that we want to go out of, on the assumption you two have actually left, and then turn all the attention onto me, so they kick both me and Enzo out this door.
Aha.
So I'm going to sit near the door and the exit door and start yapping and looking very cute and fluffy.
So is this one of your... This is
my best trick.
And what is your best trick?
Being deceptively charming.
Oh, right. Excellent. So, with using that...
Kevin, help me drag this big sack of biscuits.
I've got biscuits in my mouth.
Swallow them and wrap your gob around the mouth of this sack so we can drag it out.
Okay. More biscuits afterwards?
You might have to fill your boots with biscuits now.
But this is biscuits, full of biscuits.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah, biscuits from the sack later. Some of them are for Peppercorn, though.
Let's go!
So, with this marvellous plan, two of you get unceremoniously booted out of a back door, and the other two of you slowly drag a humongous amount of biscuits that you're now going to have to work out how you're going to drag with you all the way to Lewis.
Yep.
No need to drag. Eat them all now.
Yep.
Great. I mean, you're now full of beans. You are full of energy.
We eat the entire sack in a bush outside the back entrance of the factory.
And we all lie down for a twofold nap.
Excellent. And it's useful we have all this energy because for your next obstacle you must, and again, this is excellent as you find yourself in the sort of back alley behind this factory. It's kind of all bins and rubbish, and you sort of start hearing noises in your stupor. And
Ears pricking up.
Absolutely.
Swiveling.
Little sounds
Okay,
of...
everyone. I'll fight him.
Well, you may have to, because before you know it, you have been ambushed by some street cats.
I like cats. Want to chase cats. Jump on cats.
There's 4 of them. They've all got nicks in their ears. One of them a big scar across a missing eye. Some of them with big patches of fur missing. All of them look like they can handle themselves in a fight and have done on many occasions to survive behind the doggy biscuit factory.
Wallaby dives immediately into the empty biscuit sack.
Is this a trick?
My worst trick is hide.
So you're... Okay, cool.
Everybody get in here. They won't see us if we're in the bag. They can't see us in the bag. Get in the bag.
I think Peppercorn has just stood in the alleyway facing down these cats and just barking, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Enzo was going to approach and stand next to the tiny yapping ball of rage and just say, oh, you're tiny fluffy things. I like chasing tiny fluffy things, don't I?
And you as well.
Do you want to be friends, cats? We could hang out together. We had biscuits. We don't have them anymore, but...
No biscuits for you, fuck you.
Ignore her. She's had a really tough day. Perhaps we could bring some... Perhaps, Kevin, you're slightly more amenable. Come up and meet our new friends.
Kevin's head is just stuck in the bag, but the entire body is outside.
Where's Kevin gone? I can't find Kevin.
I've got a pitch for how me being very bad at hiding actually helps in this situation.
Please pitch
Which
it.
is that once I realise that not everybody is getting in the bag, Wallaby stands up fully while still in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Wallaby's paws rip through the surface of the bag. Kevin is partly also in the bag. And as Wallaby starts to try and move, his head hasn't popped out, can't see a thing, trying to walk while mostly in a bag. We look like a weird sort of grey sack dog chimera thing that is going to scare the cats.
Perfect. 3 of the 4 cats flee without a second look. The biggest cat, the one with missing an eye with a scar across it, hisses and its fur stands on end. It tries to make itself as big as a sack chimera.
Have they all gone?
No, not yet.
Did we hide good enough?
No, we scared away 2 friends, but we have 1 more friend. Sorry, we scared away 3 friends, but we have 1 more friend left.
You keep calling them friend as if that's true.
It's possible. Friend, do you like running? I love running. Can we play a game of tag? If I tag you, then you're it, and then you've got to chase me.
The cat bops you on the nose with its claws.
Ah, my snoot! I don't think they are friends, Peppercorn.
No, don't you touch my brother like that. I'm just going to leap at the cat.
Oh.
My worst trick is not letting go.
Oh, gosh, okay.
I'm going to bite this cat.
Where do you bite the cat?
In the wholesome PG-friendly way, on the scruff of the back of the neck, rather than in a genuine vicious. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. So you are effectively riding this cat.
Yes, I'm now on top of this cat. I've had to jump to get on his back to bite the scruff of its neck.
Any of the other dogs in this pack, if they bit the cat at the scruff of the neck, could have lifted it off the ground.
Yep.
Peppercorn could not do that. Peppercorn too small.
Yeah, she's a smile.
So with this, the cat obviously howls and dashes off with, when they do pig races or lamb races
With dolls on the back.
dolls on the back.
Yeah.
It's very much like that as you dash away, and you will chase her. Eventually, you have to let go.
But it's my worst trick.
Yeah, I mean, it takes hours. This is the cat running around trying to pop you against walls, trying to scratch you off.
And we're just blindly following.
Yeah, you're just blindly following.
The rest of us are chasing, and most of us are much faster, have a much higher top speed. So we're just sort of strolling along as this happens.
Yeah, maybe just encouraging.
Or trying to grab her by the collar. Like, come on,
This is the fastest I've ever moved.
he's not worth it, Peppercorn. Leave him alone.
Don't listen to Enzo. Don't listen to Enzo. You can do it, Peppercorn. You can do anything you put your mind to.
This, as I say, goes on for a good old time. Like this cat has no idea where it's going, and it brings you eventually, tired and just collapses on the bank of a raging river.
Oh.
Obviously, the cat's not going any further, and it's just going to have to rest for a while, having met its match in a tiny Pomeranian. But the rest of you can. The smell's getting stronger. It looks like fate has taken you closer to Lewis, and the other side of the river, the scent gets stronger still.
Not bath.
I don't like water. It's too cold.
Fuck you,
Start
river.
shaking.
Just gonna start barking at the river.
Can there be a boat nearby? Like some people fishing with some sort of buoyant item?
Yeah, you could have either of those.
I want to steal some shit.
Fishing in
Yeah,
a raging
there's
river.
Maybe not fishing.
Well, you could do, what is it?
Canoe?
No,
What,
fishing where you
water rafting?
stand in the middle of the river. I forget what it is.
Spearfishing.
No, not spear fishing. But it's I forget what it's
Paddleboarding?
called. No, that's not fishing either. But there could be some paddleboards. There's a variety of water sports happening on this river.
Okay.
I'm just imagining fishing where you're just in like waders.
Yeah, you do, yeah.
But just hands out, ready to try and catch a fish.
That's top level. That's advanced fishing.
It's not like spearfishing, no?
No, you use a rod and a line, and you let it go past you.
You just stand.
Oh,
Yeah.
they do in Scotland all the time.
Yeah.
They to catch salmon, don't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Learning things.
You talking about bears?
No.
Wait, there's a bear there as well. I only just dealt with a cat.
Yes, I've misread it. It says crossing a raging bear. Yes.
River of bears.
Wallaby sits at the bank of the river and starts yelling, "Carry us! Carry us! You! Carry us! You! Carry us!" My best trick is to get attention. I'm just yelling at anybody who has a water-going vehicle, or anybody who's got a boat or is on a paddleboard. I'm just yelling at them all, "Carry us!"
I'm going to go over to Peppercorn and just sit on her to stop her from going over and barking at these people that might come over. In a friendly way, but slightly too big dog. Ooh.
So, Matt, how does your best trick help the situation? What's the result?
It gets the attention of somebody on the river who has a vehicle that could carry us across, and I'm happy for that to be whatever kind of comical vehicle you would like. It could be a jet ski, it could be a paddleboard, it could be a boat of some description, and it gets their attention, and they see 4 dogs sitting forlornly on the side of the river and think that they'll take us across.
Well, it is somebody on a paddleboard,
Of course,
who has. There's 2 of them who have which already has a dog on the paddleboard. They'll be friends. So
like that.
Going to be a friend.
Carry us, like that dog. We're dogs. Carry us like that dog.
So something about your continual yapping indicates that they should probably carry you across a raging river.
Yeah, it's not yapping. I'm more like a woo.
Yeah.
A woo.
Okay. Your barking, your deep guttural barking. Problem is, they've already got 1 dog on one of the paddleboards, and they can only fit 2 dogs on each paddleboard. So these paddleboards, people get 3 of you across, but one of you is going to need to find their own way.
Wait, this isn't a fox and a chicken and brain situation, is
Is there
it?
a goat and a cabbage here? I don't know.
So there's only room for 3.
Only room for 3. It's going to take another trick of somebody.
What's this
I am
other dog
very
like? What's your
small.
dog character? Is it Taddles?
Do they have another kind of flotation device with them? Like a little...
Other people
Like,
might.
could they maybe... Okay. Kevin's gonna just go up to another human who's got a paddleboard and they're just sitting on the side.
Yep.
And he's just gonna sit next to them and look real dolefully at them. And then look over at the other paddleboards where the other dogs are getting loaded on. And just cock his head to one side, do a little whine, big puppy dog eyes, look back, making it clear what Kevin wants.
And I'm assuming this is a trick that you're
It
doing?
is a trick. I'm good at getting stuff from humans.
Well, this human's like, "What's that? What's that, boy? Your friends are going across a river and you want to go with them too? Well, let's not waste any time. And so a little flotilla of paddle dogs. Yes, paddle dogs.
We're doing doggy paddle.
Yes.
I feel like this third person was like not paddleboarding because they were too busy doing like their Instagrams and TikToks, and they saw you and they were like, "This is a perfect opportunity. I'm gonna get all of those likes."
Yeah. This wasn't a purely selfless task from this human. No.
Kevin's now going to be famous.
Yeah.
And Lewis might see.
Yes.
In the back, is it just a selfie of this person on their paddleboard with Kevin, and in the background you can see the other dogs just lined up on other paddleboards.
Exactly. So you make it across the raging river, and you start walking through the forest. Shit. I forgot, yes, this was the last one. Okay. So it turns out that on the other side of this woodland is, say, the motorway services near a town that the writing you can't read, but those look like symbols that you may recognise as the place that Lewis kept on saying you were going to go and visit. And it looks like the best way to get there is to go through this service station on the edge of this tiny little town. But the problem is, to get into the service station, you must deal with the obstacle of a revolving door.
Oh no.
Perhaps the trickiest obstacle of them all.
Four dogs to navigate.
Dogs. So, there should be 2 tricks left that are going to get you through this revolving door. Can't wait to see how you can do it.
Guys, look at that. It moves.
Spinny.
I hate it. It's an enemy.
Perhaps we need to appease it somehow.
I can see it, but I can't.
It seems to be eating people, and then some of them spin round and they're spat back out.
Can see the things the other side, but there's a thing there.
I can see another dog. I can see 4 dogs. I can see... No, that's our reflection.
It leaves, and then it returns.
What are we going to
It
do?
leaves.
We should
and
kill
then
it.
Returns.
Clear like water, but upright.
I'm frightened.
I'm
Don't be frightened.
hungry.
We can defeat it. We just have to bark at it loud enough.
At this point, because this is such a stupendous obstacle and is causing you lots and lots of worry, the treat that I got to put down is, and this will encourage you that this must be the right place, because one of you can drag their eyes away from this incredible revolving vertical water thing, and you see signs that have pictures of you on them with big red lettering, and have been attached to things in this general area.
There's more dogs there. They're very still.
Even more.
I don't like it.
And this buoys you with excitement, because only one person would bother putting pictures of you on things, the person that loves you most in the world. Lewis must be close by, perhaps even the other side of that terrible obstacle, the revolving door. You must get through.
These flat still dogs smell like Lewis.
We must steel ourselves and be brave for Lewis.
That's a very handsome dog.
So a member of the public is approaching the doors, and they're holding a big old hot dog in their hand. They've got from the hot dog van, somewhere in the car park. And I love me some hot dogs.
Of course.
And they sort of go up towards the revolving doors. And I'm like, oh, great, I want that. And so using my ability of chasing and tripping, I spot it and I begin sprinting towards where this person holding the hot dog is. And they look behind them, they see a dog running towards them. They go, oh, it starts to move through the revolving doors. But I get into the compartment after them, and the person is so frightened by a dog chasing them that they just keep running and pushing the doors. And I'm just chasing behind them the entire time. And it begins to spin and spin and spin and spin before it comes to an emergency stop. And the man...
On one of these spins, Wallaby gets in too and is also going round.
Hot dog, chasing, running.
It's in a different compartment.
And you hear kind of like an electrical malfunction sound as it's been spinning so much that it begins to slow down and come to a stop. And the man runs headfirst into the partition and, oh, bloody hell, falls down. And we do the same, but we are in one of the compartments that facing out back towards the outside. And the doors are no longer going. Oh no!
Enzo, trap. Wallaby's trapped. Don't like it.
How are we going to get in? And it's at that point that a member of the staff within the shopping centre comes, and we hear him say something like, "Oh, bloody doors are stuck again. Sorry, folks, you're going to have to come in this way instead." And a normal door, an emergency exit, is just opened for the public.
Excellent. So you have a normal door, but of course the maintenance person is there, and they're not just going to let 4 stray dogs into centre. So there's a way in, but there is a human guarding the door.
Kevin is going to approach the human and just start licking his hand because he's been eating Wotsits.
Hasn't he just?
And I assume that man is going to be like, "Don't do that."
Yeah, what are you doing? Dogs? Ugh. I'm a cat man. What are you doing?
I'm going to misinterpret what he's saying and jump up and lick him more because I'm like, this human loves me. Lovely, lovely human. Tastes like Wotsits. Carry on licking his hands. He's going to be presumably...
Oh, God, yeah, he's just get off and saying all the things that's just going to encourage a dog to do more.
Yes, and my worst trick is following commands.
Excellent. So it doesn't matter how many times he's saying down.
Nope, in fact, the more he says it, the more Kevin is jumping. Sufficiently to move him away from the door, which he's been sort of guarding.
Help Kevin! Help Kevin! Wallaby also jumps on him and maybe we'll knock him down.
There's a man who's kidnapped Kevin. Let him go.
Cheesy, what's it?
Oh, my allergies! And he scrambles back. He goes, "Oh God, I've got to go and wash my hat. We'll wash everything now," and goes off to a bathroom somewhere. And the door is open, and through it, there's so many humans. There's so many humans, but there's a maroon scarf that just catches all of your eyes. And Lewis wears a maroon scarf, and suddenly you're barking and you're rushing towards him, and you hear a voice that you know oh so well going, "Enzo, Peppercorn, Wallaby, Kevin, come back! How did you get here?" You found him, and now, to end the game, you can all narrate how you individually greet Lewis and show your love and happiness to be back in his arms.
I'm going to sprint. I'll probably get there first because I'm a greyhound, and I just completely barrel into him on the slippery floor of the shopping centre. Probably take his legs out from under him and just skid off past him, and then come back, head bowed, apologetic.
Enzo, the traditional greeting. I appreciate that.
Whilst he's sitting on the floor with his legs outstretched, I just plod over, and Kevin just sits firmly on his legs.
Pinned, not going anywhere again anytime soon.
Peppercorn, I mean, Lewis is the only human that she approves of, and she's not going to bound over, she's going to trot over in her own time, and she's going to wait to be picked up like the little fluffy princess that she is, and just sit there and all is right again.
Oh, and you are picked up. You don't there's no fuss made. He knows that you just want to sit there and show your ownership of him.
Yeah.
And so he lets you do that as always.
Wallaby brings him something from if there's a fruit stand, brings him an orange or like whatever Wallaby can grab in his jaws nearby on the way. Just brings him a thing and drops it at his feet and nods at him.
Is always appreciative of gifts from his beloved Wallaby. Picks it up and gives you a good old scritch behind the ear, and he calls over Jamie, who you know is one of his best friends, and he asks, "Can you fit all of them in your car?"
No more crates. No more crates.
And they're led all out, and you're put into the back of a large estate that can fit all of you, and finally are driven to your new lovely house to live there forever with Lewis. The end. Well done, everybody. You make lovely, lovely dogs.
This has been a studio production from Merely Roleplayers, starring Natalie Winter, Josh Yard, Strat, Ellie Pitkin, and me, Matt Boothman. Strat planned this season, I edited and produced this episode, and our theme music is by Alexander Pankhurst, inspired by Horse Elevator. We were playing games by Keith Baker and Jen Ellis, Jen Martin, Alex Roberts, Shanna Germain, Joey Barranco, and Alex Flanagan, all published in The Ultimate Micro RPG Book, edited by James D'Amato and available from all good booksellers. Merely Role Players is a Foggy Outline production in association with Blackshaw Theatre Company. Until next time, if drama be the food of life, play on!